To day 2 of your grocery store section of your food systems summative. Now, ideally, you have now categorized and grouped a bunch of foods that you're going to buy. You've told me these are categories, whether they're organic, local, GMO-free, any other labels, and why you bought this food. Today, we're really going to be adding data related to the human nutrition components of your diet. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you understand the servings and serving sizes of your food. So for example, if I have a pound of food, I might have 1 ounce serving sizes, but I have 16 ounces, which makes 1 pound. So you want to sort of format columns L and M to reflect the numbers of servings and what that serving is. Now that's going to be really important because what you're going to be doing is using nutrition data, which we used earlier in this unit, to get information about your different food groups. So for example, I'm going to be going to peanut butter smooth reduced fat, and it's going to be really important that I set the serving size, 1 ounce, to the same serving size that I list in column M, so they match. Because what's going to happen is you're also going to be calculating the total number of calories and total grams of fat, etc., that you purchased with buying that pound of peanut butter. So you're going to record serving sizes, 1 ounce, or 1 cup, or 1 gallon, or 1 apple, whatever you want it to be. And then you're going to want to find the calories for that food as best you can by setting the serving size. You're going to be getting calories, which you can find right here, 146. You're going to be getting total grams of fat, total saturated fat. You're going to add monosaturated and polyunsaturated fats for column Q. And then you're going to go over to the right side and you're going to want to make sure that you get you're going to want to get carbohydrates, fiber, sugars, and then finally proteins. If you need help finding nutritional data, let me know. I can help you with that. But ideally, you're going to have servings, serving sizes, and then all of this data here. Now, using some fun math, I will instantly be able to generate for you how many calories, grams of fat, sat fat, polyfat, carbs, fiber, sugar, and protein you purchased with each food item, but also the total for your grocery store list. Now, the second part of your grocery store project is going to be calculating some data related to your own personalized diet. What should you be eating? Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on Personal RDV, and you're going to go to Basal Metabolic Calculator. And this site is going to ask some data about sort of your physiological activity and condition. It's going to tell you how many calories you ought to be eating per day. You're going to put that number there and replace it with 2,000. You're then going to go and calculate the amount of protein you should eat. Very similar. And it's going to tell you a range. Do you know that you like to eat a lot of protein? Pick the high range or the low range or take the average like I did. But you're going to want to put the grams of protein, like 55, right there in that answer. And then finally, the next thing you're going to do is calculate, sorry about that, you're going to calculate how much fat you should eat. So you're going to do the same thing, and you can take the high or low values based on what you want, and then you're going to put that number in there. So if you know that you need to eat 60 grams of protein, fat, that would be super helpful. If you know that you want to change your dietary composition because maybe you really prefer to eat a very keto-based diet or an American-based diet, we can make changes to this table in class. But this is just going to give you a benchmark idea as we look at your graph results. We'll spend more time looking at the third section next week, but ideally you should feel really good about knowing your basic metabolic rate and also having the nutritional data for your grocery store list. I hope this helps. Make sure you follow along with part 2 directions to help you as well. And I will see you tomorrow in class.